is Abdurrahman. I'm a lecturer at a public university in Kenya. I deliver lectures in computing and informatics. In our last lesson, we discussed about urinary operator. And actually, you had seen in that particular session that we had discussed about urinary plus, urinary minus. Also, we discussed about the increment, the decrement, and finally, we discussed about the logical note. Today, we are going to answer or to go onto a new journey and answer our question, what are the rational operators? And in that particular journey, we are going to look at the definition, the types of rational operators, and finally, we are going to use Eclipse to implement those particular concepts. So let us start onto that particular journey and ask ourselves the definition of the rational operator. Basically, when we talk about rational operators, we are talking about, it is actually a rational operator, the one that compares two operand value and then determine the relationship between them. So what does it do? It actually compares two operand values. After it has compared them, it determines its relationship. And operands, they are actually binary operators, and they actually return a Boolean result of either true or false. So basically, they are actually what you call Boolean operators, and actually they return true or false. And the rational operators are actually normally used in what we call the if statement, which we are going to look at it, and also they are used in loops such as while loop, do loop, and what we call a for loop. So basically, these are the loops we are going to look them into our next session. So they are actually used in an if statement, or they are also used in loops. So that one takes us to the type of rational operators. So basically, the types of rational operators. So if here we have got relational operators, so basically they are around 6 types. So let's see one by one. So the first one is what you call the less than, which is given out by the symbol less than. The second one, it is the greater than, and the symbol, it is greater than. And the third one, it is less or equal, less than or equal. So it is given up by this particular symbol. And then we have the greater than or equal. So it is given up by this symbol. And then we have what we call the equal to, given up by two equal signs, and the last one, the not equal, given out by that symbol. So basically here, when we are talking about the less than actually it is the relationship less than is just like the ones in algebra, whereby if we are given A equals to 10 and B equals to 20, then we are asking ourselves, for example here, the less than, is A less than B? And actually it is true, so it returns true. And here, for example, we are asked, is it A greater than B? Which it is not, so it returns false. And here we are saying, is A less than or equal to B? This one returns true. And here we are asking ourselves, is A greater than or equal to B? we are returning false, and here we are telling is it A equals to B, we return false, and finally here we are saying A is not equal to B, it returns true. Basically this is how it works. So let's go to Eclipse and try to implement the same. So here in Eclipse, basically also we declare some variables. So here we'll have our int x equals to, let's say, 100, and our y equals 200. So on that particular note, we just want to print and see. So we say system dot out dot print ln. What we want to print, basically here when we are printing, we are saying x is less than y. So f is less than y. That actually implies what? So here we are saying if x is less than y should imply what? So here we can just say it implies x less than y. So basically and then we terminate this particular program. So when we run this, it's supposed to give us either true or false. So we keep on actually using up all the possible logical operators to see what will happen. So if you copy that, and then we are here doing that. So here we'll put it in an opposite. What about if x is greater than y? So also here we are putting x greater than y. What will be the answer? So we're moving on to the next part of it. And here we're asking ourselves, if x it is less than and equal to y, what will happen? And here if it is less than and equal to, what will happen? So the next part of it, we are moving on. We are saying, what about if it is greater than and equal to? So greater than, equal to, and here we are having greater than and equal to. And the next part of it, we are asking ourselves, what about if it is equal to? So we have got two equal signs, and here what about if it is equal to two equal signs? And finally, the last part of it, we're asking ourselves, what about if it is not equal to? So we are starting up with not equal to, and here also we are having it is not equal to. So basically this is the code we want to see. If we actually run it, what will give us our answers? So when we run this particular code, here we are getting up x less than y. It is actually false. Actually y it is larger on x, and then x it's less than y, it is true because x it is smaller. We're talking about x greater than y, it is false. X is less than or equals to y, it is true, and x it is greater than or equals to y, false. Then x is equal to y, it is false, and then x is not equal to y, it is actually true. And that one comes to the end of this particular session, until into the next session, whereby we are going to talk about the conditional operators. However, don't forget to subscribe on to our next session. Thank you and bye for now.